Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Peter Schuck, aka Son of Battles One, from everyone's least favorite Thrones podcast, Win by Five, here to commentate on some matches that happened across the pond in the lovely city of Milan in the brutal fighting pits that hosted the Italian Nationals. With me today, I have the one, the only Prono. Call, give us a shout out.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm very excited to be here, guys.
excellent. Call. So, could you enlighten me to who is playing here? Because I do see some lovely play mats in front of me. We have a King in the North play mat on the left.
That's the Tigella proper playmat. So I think it's Hagen on the left side, and we have Alex France on the right side, champion,
That's right. Unless someone stole his 2022 world champion
world
mats.
champion. Yes.
That is Alex France. And this matchup, it seems Alex France is taking Tyrell, uniting the realm, and Targaryen. I can't see his agenda because there's a little bit of glare. Do you remember what he played?
uh, no, I don't remember.
All right, so he's playing Targaryen Mystery Agenda.
Uh,
We will glean it, hopefully, from the cards he puts down.
you know what? I
That's
don't
free.
really.
That is free
That's
companies.
his free
That's
companies,
free
right?
companies. He
But
adjusted the
then,
glare there. Excellent.
then that's not Hagen.
That's not
This,
Hagen.
no, despite the Tigella playmat, it's not
Oh no,
Hagen.
is this wait, wait, wait. Is this Alex Manotti?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
Oh my goodness, Alex Manotti. I am so sorry. He is the legend himself. We actually played together on 8 regions in 2023, and he was one of our best pilots. He is a great dude. So I'll
I,
never
and I,
live this
I
down.
and as I remember, that's a kind of a hell of a deck.
Oh yeah, free
Very
companies,
incredible.
very much so. It's tough stuff. All right, so we've got set up here. I see that Alex Minotti he has set up a duped Anguy the Archer with a Lady Stoneheart and an Ocean Road. So it looks like he's almost running a bit of a Brotherhood package out of here. And Alex France seems to be commenting on that too. On the other side, we
Mhm.
have Alex France having set up Sweet Robin with Jojen Reed. Am I reading that
Georgian Reed, yeah, it's
and some
Georgian.
Carhold. Okay, so this is looking a little bit like a stall deck because I'm seeing Carhold out here. I don't see the attachment. Is that Water Dancer's sword that's on
Seems like
Sweet Robin?
it's probably a water dancer sword or a sweet sleep. I don't see from here.
Well, Sweet Sleep would be more accurate on Sweet Robin, so we can always dream. I don't know why he would want to protect Sweet Robin with that attachment, but Alex France is a far better player than
One
I.
probably it was only for the setup,
That's
for
right.
setup reasons. Okay, they're deciding who is winning initiative because they both flipped at the gates.
Mm. At the gates, they were tossing a die. It looks like Alex Bonatti won initiative. He rolled that six, right?
Hmm?
And he's taking Gates of the Moon. All right. So they're both starting with kind of an econ heavy start. Another Gates of the Moon.
No, the gates of the moon.
So everyone's going to have gold this game.
And I do think, if I remember correctly, that Alex is playing the infamous if you pass me the term, the infamous mill deck.
Oh, yes, the Jojen deck.
So the plan is gonna use all the cards that make the opponent able to draw,
Mm,
everything that mills your deck, and everything that controls how much power do you get. That's the of course the meaning of Carrolled in the deck,
it's a
and
stall tool, yeah.
so it will passively. wait for you to mill your entire deck and win. That's the win condition of the deck.
I see. So there's going to be at least some issues here. I imagine, not having seen this deck, this is a deck that could run double Late Summer Feast just to force an opponent to draw extra if they so decide, or if you are
Yes, of
foolish
course.
enough. Yeah.
The problem is when you face that kind of decks, what are you doing to do? You're not drawing, so you're not finding solutions. You're maybe finding someone or a card that can help you, or you are not drawing just to try to disrupt the plans
Hmm.
of the mill deck.
That's
What will
right.
you do?
What it comes down to, always allowing more draw. That's always been, I would say, a vulnerability of Mill because that allows your opponent to find an answer potentially to it.
The problem is if there is an answer.
Yes. Like a Citadel Archivist. Maybe that's why Sweet Robin's in the game here, just to punt them out of there if they find Citadel Archivists. It's a duped
And
Sweet Robin as
you
well.
can see the Ghost of High Heart, another card for the plan. So you can watch your hand, maybe discard some nasty events, and have you anyway draw a card.
So, Khal, you're going to have to refresh me. Back over here in the United States, last year for US Nats, when Queensguard was still legal, we had a player named Colt Humbert who ran a Jojen Mill deck, but it was, I believe, Queensguard on Jojen.
No, this is not no more legal to
Yeah, so I'm
play like that.
wondering, how does he abuse the Jojen? All right, is he going to get some multiple stands out of him?
Well, in the place that I see and in the Milan Fighting Pits, because I was actually playing too. So I had not much chances to see the deck of Alex France in action. So I don't really know how he will abuse of Jojen, but the deck was pretty solid because he won the first rounds easily, and the only problem was mm,
Yeah, he's
the
Ghost of High Harding there.
semifinals.
He's starting the draw-a-thon.
Yeah, that's why. He had no other actions, so I will probably discard the nightmare and force him to draw.
That would make sense. Yeah, it's just a bonus.
Discussing on the order.
Aha, because
Ah,
there are two
that's
Ghosts of High Heart because
two
Alex
ghosts
has,
of the high art, and
yes.
we see Varamir Sixskins on the other field. Oh, that's not Sweet
That's
Sleep,
a glass
but it's the
candle.
Glass Candle.
That's a glass candle. You're right. Oh,
And the card that returned into shadows was, of course, the Lannister shadow. What's called? I don't remember the name of the card, but it's the card that is able to counter the use of the character returning to shadows, of course.
hmm. And I have to correct myself that this is Alex Manotti is not playing Targ Free Companies. The agenda looks similar. I just looked it up. He's playing the Brotherhood Without Banners, which
Rather
makes a
do,
lot
yeah.
more sense based on his board state here.
Yeah,
Was about to say. I'm like, this is a strange Free Companies deck that's running all neutral characters here.
the trick of Alex is just to oppose challenges, not
Hmm.
not to uh, not to give you and a significant edge on powers, and that's all. That's all. Only oppose, no challenges for him, of course.
Absolutely. This is a battle between Alex Manotti trying to outrush the stall of Alex France, and this is made a lot more difficult because Carhold was set up, right? So he can't just take renown
Yeah,
for his Brotherhood trigger and to accelerate that way. He has to win power the old-fashioned way, and Alex is probably not going to throw. If Alex is going first, he's probably not going to throw a lot of challenges at him to get potential power to be stolen if he can help it, right?
yeah, yeah, right.
Especially early.
And that's a smart move from Minari because he tapped, he kneeled all these characters and forced Alex to win dominance. So he has
Hmm.
the power to stall.
Yes.
That's a good idea facing a deck like this.
All right. We have
Uh,
Alex France flipping City of Secrets and Alex Minotti, I believe, flipping the
the
Maiden over
maiden,
there.
the maiden,
Yes, I think that's the Maiden.
if I see
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah, the glare is a little hard, but I think that is the Maiden, and that would make sense. The Brotherhood build does like to run at the gates and Maiden.
Yeah. Alex France flipped City of Secrets just to force Alex to draw two cards. And
Hmm.
then if you have no city, you are forced to discard two cards. But it's not a problem. You can keep them just just because it's not a problem how many cards you have in hand.
He just
But
wants draw.
he wants to draw.
Now I'll be
Force you
curious.
to draw.
I will be curious to see if Alex Minotti runs any Mirrorese markets here. That could potentially act as a little bit of a counter to some of the things that Alex France is trying to do here.
I see some duplicates on Ghost of High Hearts and on
Varamir.
Varmir. That can be helpful because, of course, Alex is gonna run every single reset in the game. 3 copies of Angui.
Absolutely. Yep, yep. He's not leaving.
Keeping them in your hand is not no use on the.
He's not leaving unless Alex runs some nasty steel tech like Ward potentially out of that UTR deck.
Oh,
I
and
don't
that's
see. I don't see the
Rattle
third.
Shirt.
I don't see the third. Yeah, it's Rattle Shirt.
Must.
Mm. Rattle Shirt, and there's a Plaza of Pride on the board now, so he can get two
Yeah.
challenges out of Rattle Shirt potentially. Probably giving him Intimidate.
Axxo is gonna try everything.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the thing. Like he's been drawing a lot of cards thanks to Alex Francis tech, so he's been drawing answers potentially, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if it's enough.
Using dices to see the strength of the character.
Hmm. Faction card Neil to play a Gift of Arbor Red. So another piece of draw
That's
going on
another
here.
draw.
Another draw as so what does Arbor Red do again? Is that you rearrange and you draw is it one or two cards? I thought it was one card. Not a card you see very often. You choose one card revealed by each player and add it to that player's hand. Shuffle the other cards back into its player's deck. Not a very widely played card. It was something you'd see a little bit more back in the combo days, but still useful for what Alex is trying to do here.
Yes, it's not strictly a combo deck, but he knows he's gonna use some of the pieces to try and get the deck rolling.
At least the nice thing about Gift of Our Red is you can typically just give your opponent garbage.
That's a red tunnel. I think it's called the red tunnel. The tunnel of the red keep. The
Oh,
card of
the
the
ones
card
that
of the
grants
Lannisters.
the one that grants strength, right?
No, I think it's the one that counters an ability of a character. Return into
Oh
the
no,
shadows.
it is Guildhall. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's Guildhall. Yes, it's Alchemist's Guildhall. Yeah, Tunnels is the strength bumping card you
the
see.
strength pumping. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't need any kind of string pumping here.
He's not trying to win challenges, he's trying to win the draw game.
He played red keep,
He played King's Landing
the
from
King's
here.
Landing.
King's Landing. So 4 cost neutral King's Landing, which is allows I think that's a card draw enabler.
Yeah, it allows you to draw a card, or else you can play a location that is in your discard pile.
Mm. Looks like we have another stock card out here. Or no, it's a Baratheon card. I'm trying to figure it
Uh,
out. I'm trying to see it. Oh,
no,
it's a
it's a
Baratheon
Baratheon
card.
card.
It's a Vanguard Lancer. Yes, a classic stall tool.
The fantastic little knight that makes you discard a power from a card you control.
Mm-hmm. You know, everyone's favorite. I know I'd be frustrated seeing this across the table. Carhold
Yes,
with a Vanguard Lancer. Ugh.
yes, King's Landing. The King's Landing costing 4 is you kneel King's Landing and discard the location from your hand to draw 1,
Hmm.
or else you can marshal a location from your discard pile.
Well, you can do both because one is just the
Yes,
passive, the other is a
yes,
challenge
yes, yes.
action where you can just be drawing cards in the challenge phase. Suppose it's something Alex would be comfortable doing at this point here.
Axxo is using the agenda,
Yes.
giving something to Angui, I think.
Hmm.
The problem is, what are you gonna to do? What are you gonna do? I think intimidate is the best options, but because
You don't
if
want to insight.
you don't really want inside, and you can use renown.
Yeah, because of Carhold. It's in stealth at this point feels kind of irrelevant unless you want to get some unopposed power potentially. But if you're going to get unopposed power gain, it would be from Rattleshirt, going
Yes,
in for military. And if I was sending Rattleshirt in, I would have considered, giving him intimidate, right? So he could knock down Sweet Robin and then get 2 unopposed potentially because he has Plaza of Pride out. All right, so it looks like Axo is a Ghost of High Harding, Alex France.
but he used the Alchemist Guild Hall to
To
counter it.
cancel her. Okay, yes.
4 cards in hand to of Alex France, so
Hmm.
probably good stuff. So he didn't want to know the hand and discard something good.
Yes.
That's the Ghost of I Heart in Alex France board that is discarding the storyteller.
Yes, yes. Tormund himself. All right, so opposing Podrick. Podrick claimed.
Poor Pod.
I know. It's interesting. I suppose Podrick,
It is intimidating.
yes. Trying to figure out, like, when you don't have Tyrion, he just saves a character. Yeah. Coming from hand. Tyrion has the extra ceiling to that where he can have the follow-up kill effect, which is always pretty wild.
Discarding and drawing,
Yes.
and that's an unopposed intrigue challenge. But it's one power only.
So right now, to be clear, it's just one power to one, correct?
Yes, correct.
Hello, guys.
Hello,
Hey,
Hagen.
Hagen.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can.
can, we can.
All right. I've been listening for the past 10 minutes probably, but I was having issues with my microphone. So sorry for interrupting you.
No worries.
No problem.
But yeah, I listened that you were doing pretty fine. Khal Prono is so professional at the microphone. So
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he is like. I'm like, do you call football games in Italy?
yeah,
Call.
he's a veteran actually, because I don't know, Peter, if you know, but he used to do commentaries for an old Italian channel that we had on Game of Thrones back
Oh,
in
The
awesome.
yeah,
conclave.
yeah, called the Conclave. So you can still find a lot of videos from them, and it was amazing. So he's a
Love it.
veteran.
I'm telling you, like, I came here just saying because you asked, just polling the audience who wants to commentate in some of these games. Here we are crowdsourcing, I think, between myself and Miha.
Mhm.
And he
Yeah,
said, "Oh, this call Prono be joined." I'm like, "Oh, I've played against him. It's a nice guy." He comes on, and then he has this voice. I was like, "Oh my goodness."
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we
Calling in the
He's
professionals here.
with the track we must be professionals because it's a tough life in the womb of the word.
you haven't met him yet, or did you meet him in Stalek last year?
We
Or
might have crossed paths. I know. So I was at
it,
Stolic 2 years ago.
all right,
Oh,
two
two
years ago.
years ago.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I,
I met a few of the Italian players. I was just mentioning that, Axxo I actually played 8 Regions with right here, and he's great.
yeah,
But I think I crossed paths with a couple of the Italian players. I think Tio, right, who made
yeah,
the semis, right, in
yeah.
23. It was him and a couple of the folks that were playing in the team event on
Yeah.
Sunday. We played against them, so.
All right. He was with us last year, not 2 years ago, I think. Is that right,
Yes.
Carl?
Only
Yeah.
last. Yes, it's right.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But you cannot miss him because he looks like Khal Drogo, basically. So
Just yeah, just with like
better.
40 kilos more.
But a better voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
That's right. You're gonna tell everyone you're gonna tear down the stone houses that the Iron Men use.
I was actually happy of having him in this commentary because, of course, he plays Targaryen all the time. So you're probably two great expert on this faction, even if Axxo's deck is not really a full Targ.
yeah. Axxo deck is
But
not full Targa, but it's using a lot of Targaryen cards. So
yeah,
Has Plaza of Pride. That's Targ by my book.
yeah. As I always say, Targ makes the best banner as well. So
Oh, it is so good. Yeah, I'm interested to see right now how Access playing Brotherhood without Queensguard, right? Because that was such a key component
Mhm.
of the
Yeah,
Reinhardt deck.
yep, yeah. I think he's been trying this deck for a while after Stalek. Even if he doesn't play much, I mean, not as often as in the past right now. But I actually liked it. I watched the game before, and I actually like this version. There are a few unexpected cards. I won't spoil them all, but you already can see Rattleshit, which is not really
well,
Not
I
played
see.
widely
though.
played, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean, I
not
like him, but
it's not so famous.
yeah,
And I saw another cool card, which was the oh, I don't remember the name of the card, but it's the one that with the weapon attachment becomes really, really
Lady Forlorn,
big.
yes.
oh wow, yeah,
Yeah, so that's the two cost like Aaron how like weapon attachment that goes on. Oh my goodness, Lynn Corbray, right? In theory,
yeah.
it gives him a power icon, but I think that's on Anguy right now and kind of making him strong.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, Angry has the big sword right now.
Yes, yes, he does. See, I kind of like. So I see where Axo's going at least because it was revealed from his deck, and I think punted, maybe by Sweet Robin, the put to the torch. So he's running some
Mm,
aggro pressure here
yeah,
with
yeah.
Rattleshirt and his big
That's not a
characters.
surprise as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. Although
I
when he's
mean,
because put to the torch, that'd be a great answer for Carhold.
yeah, exactly what I was saying. Because actually here, Axo is being slowed down by Carol, basically. Because otherwise, it just
A
takes
lot.
renown every turn,
Yes,
and basically you can
he
win pretty fast.
run over. Yeah.
Yeah, but with Carol on the board, it becomes much slower. So he needs to get rid of that actually to
Hmm.
be able to
Yeah,
to be
Alex.
faster.
I was gonna say Alex France was fortunate, having that on setup. That
That's the card I was talking about.
yeah.
The two
It's
cost,
really
two
useful.
icons,
Yeah,
military and intrigue, with a weapon
Oh,
attached is
Barcena.
+2
Yeah,
strength, I
Barcelona.
think.
I
I
love
haven't
Barcena.
seen her. I haven't seen her played at all, basically.
Oh, in Eight Regents, when I was doing Team Targ, I had a Banner Stag deck, and I would give her a Warhammer, so she would get to
Oh
what was
wow.
it, like 6 strength or something ludicrous. Yeah, pop her out with Renly, give her a massive amount of strength.
Also, I don't know if Alex France is running him as well. Probably, yeah. But Lancel, the new Lancel,
Oh
the
yes, the one
Sandom
that
one, it's similar in Carol, doing stopping renounce.
yes.
It should, yeah. It's probably in the deck because it's pretty useful to lock the opponent, even if Axo doesn't have many lords or ladies, I guess.
Hmm.
So
And look at that, there's two put to the swords we're seeing there.
yeah,
Yeah.
super aggro. Yeah, he's thinking on
He's like, oh
getting rid of one,
well.
but then
Which one
Max one
was
per
this?
challenge. Just take the next one the following round, I guess. He's gonna eat something. I guess he kills he would kill Ghost of High Heart. That's what he would do. He has to get rid of one.
mm.
Ghost
Yeah.
is definitely going this round. You just swing
Do
in.
you remember, Hagen, which one was this round? This was
So this was second round,
the
basically.
second round. Okay.
Yeah, but the first that we filmed, because first round we
Mhm.
were still, setting things up.
Okay. So
So they,
probably just about this kind of minute, you will see me. You will hear me cursing from the other side of the hall we were
Yes.
playing, because just because I was about to be losing badly against Lannisters, aloof and apart, just
oh
because
yeah.
I didn't find in my draw phase of two cards, I didn't see one single Dothraki. Else I had won this that that match.
Yeah, we will talk about Lani Aloof in the next video that we film, because
Hmm.
we have the table between me and Martin, who was playing it,
Oh yeah.
which was a pretty insane game. I wouldn't say more, but it was pretty good to watch. So
Lany Aloof is a really, really good deck. It's just ugh. Like
yeah, it
Lannister has
keeps
a lot of
spamming
Lannister
big
has some of
guys.
they have some of the best big bodies, right? And if you just plop more of them down,
Yes. I
who
just
doesn't?
I, I just had to find one single Dothraki, and then I had the overwhelming numbers in my hand and
Yes.
claim
Oh
like
yeah.
3, 4, and I don't remember how much that claim was, but the problem is that I didn't find the single Dothraki I
Did
missed.
you have? Were you? I was gonna say, we're using the womb slot machine and whiffing.
Yes, I'm using currently. I'm using the classical Dothraki jumping deck.
Yep.
Some Sea of Blood, of course,
Hmm.
redesigned, but I love it. And I'm using the what many considers to be the wake call, because everybody in the
The
tournament.
so Cal, let me stop you. It's not the weak Cal. It's the bad Cal.
Bad Khal, bad. Oh, I call him Cal Pedro just because if you see
I wish
the
his name was Cal Pedro, then I could play him with good Cal.
Cal, Cal
Because of
Pedro
the
is fantastic.
mustaches, right? He
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
Mexican. Yeah.
That's right.
And everybody is telling me, why do you play the bad Khal? But I think it's the right choice. For a single card discard, you have a fantastic economy on the battlefield. So
I think it's super strong. His only problem is the name, but
Yep.
actually, it's a great
I'm,
card
I'm like I'm
anyway.
not.
So.
If he had a different name, he'd be amazing. It's just the problem. Like you said, yes, he has great economy for one card, but the other one gives you an extra military challenge.
yeah,
It gives
yeah,
you an
that's
extra military challenge,
yeah,
right?
that's the problem of the Sea of Blood, by the way, because you have to do sometimes you find yourself in trouble because you have to do a big military just to
You
pass a
cannot
file.
do two of them because
You
you
cannot.
do. Yeah, you just
Sometimes you
do
cannot
one big.
do two of
Well,
them
well,
because
if
of
you don't have good Cal, you can't do two of them.
yeah, of course. If you have Cal
Fair
Pedro,
enough.
you have to only to do
You have
one.
to you have to overcommit, right? So if you have the two, then all of a sudden you can throw strength, and they have to overcommit on defense if they want to stop the trigger, and then you can swing at them again potentially, or use a trick. I don't know. I love it gives more angles. That's a big deal about good call, which I like. We should redesign. See if they can re-release or redesign Bad Cow. Just name him Cal Pedro, and
Yeah,
Oh,
call it a day.
fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic!
that's
So I
right.
can use
love
both of
the
them.
name. Meanwhile, back to the game here. So Axxo did put to the sword as we,
Yeah, of course.
On
we
Ghost.
expected
To
on
get rid of
Ghost.
Ghost of My Heart.
Yeah, that was a key move. Then he was pretty unlucky with Intrigue, I guess. So,
And
but
here we are.
it's still 6 powers, and I don't know which plot are we. I think it's the 4th one.
He's
So
got
it's pretty.
fourth one, and this is Axo flipping Mad King's Command, and Alex is flipping Uneasy Truce, which is another
Yeah.
stall plot.
Yes.
So basically, he won't do much in this turn as well. And time is starting to run out. We're probably like in 35 minutes right now.
I think that Alex Franz runs the copy of the city, right? The city that copies the city. So just to run
make City of
another
Secrets again, yeah.
Yeah, City of Spiders.
City of Spiders to copy
Spiders.
City of Secrets. Yeah, that's a pretty good move. Yeah.
Yep.
So
probably he was waiting for Mad King Command.
Yeah, Mad
Bruce right now.
Well, Mad King's Command is kind of fighting against what Alex is trying to do. Like Axo can send a lot to the bottom of his deck now. So
yeah, exactly.
This is now, I think, kind of a conundrum where Alex France has to say, well, I have to now contest power because if we're getting to close to 55 minutes, now Axo's ahead, right? And he has the he's not likely to be milled at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So he has to start to make some powers, otherwise he just lose because of not having powers at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mad King is pretty good. It's one of the few counters that we have against Mill. The other is Doeris, but it's like less cards that you can put on the bottom of your deck compared to Mad King. And I heard you say before Citadel Archivist, of course, but who's gonna play that?
You see it more than you think.
Yeah.
But the problem is Citadel Archivist, you can just Sweet Robin punt him into the Netherworld.
Yeah.
Or use the Lannister card.
Yes.
I keep forgetting was that.
Yeah.
The counter.
Work. Yeah. The Guildhall. Yeah.
It is solid, guys.
I like Citadel Archivist in Lannister. Usually, I always run one copy because of Gold Mine. You can do it basically whatever you want. In other decks, I really struggle to find space for one copy.
I always use him in burn.
Yeah, like because if you have any targeted discard, it's really good. So I think Targ is another place. If you want to get around not putting in Mirror's Markets, because that is a tempo hit, putting those down. So Archivist is not a bad idea at all. Oh, and this is Imri on the Mad King's Command.
All right, yeah, this is a pretty key moment of the game, actually.
Although to be
Because
fair, right, doesn't Alex France want Axxo to do some challenges this round? He's got an easy truce.
yes.
Well,
So
it's another move. He is discarding all the locations, so he doesn't have to put on the bottom of his deck. So
yeah,
he
he's
can
doing this in
replay them via the use of King's
yeah,
Landing.
he's doing this in marshalling, not in challenge phase, of course,
Mhm.
which is pretty unusual for Imri. But of course, because of Mad King, he was forced to do it before. I think it was a pretty good move from Alex.
Yeah, because otherwise he's just going to be left in a scenario where he's going to ruin his entire location base.
Mm-hmm.
If the opponent's board is small enough, Emery with Mad King's command is actually usually pretty good. If you can force him to kneel some key characters and cause your opponent to have a tough decision of saying, do I cycle my knelt key character here, or do I just leave it on the board? So you can control it that way if you have a big enough location base to for the sacrifice.
Yeah, he saved King's Landing and Carroll basically, which is all he needs to.
The deck is running pretty well.
It is.
Yeah.
He's keeping 3. Just okay, still resolving the Mad King command, I think.
Well, this will be another hour. I love that plot. I feel like it's definitely less awkward in the Iron Throne than it is in person.
The Iron Throne, right? In person is
yeah.
kind of difficult.
Ah, yes, the sword comes out. So this is still the marshalling phase, I believe, because
Yeah,
I think Alex went first. He had triggered Emery. Yes. And Axos is trying to just, he got out Water Dancer's sword just to have the extra attachment not to remove.
And it's enough, I think, because it's if not, he's gonna put down a lot of resources.
Okay, so it sounds like this is what's going on here, because Alex France looks like he's resolving Mad King's command. Is that so?
The cards in shadow in your hand.
Yeah. I can't tell if he's deciding or if he just shuffles. I know.
Yeah, he's gonna keep the
he's deciding
Alchemist Guild for force.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's keeping one shadow and two cards in hand. The rest is easy, and then for Axxo, it's getting rid of some economy.
And I know it's gonna take a lot of times, but I think Axxo should be aware of the order of the cards, putting them down.
Yes.
But I don't think he will do that. Yeah.
Well, does Axo have any pull from bottom?
Yeah, because he's probably
or any shuffles. If he has a shuffle, he may not care.
Probably.
Yeah, because if you're thinking,
I just don't think he thought about that. Just because it's not common to reach the end of the deck.
Yeah.
Usually the bottom's considered when you have a bottom effect. So a lot of Lannister players, right, if they're running things like I never bet against my family, will be very particular about what they put on the bottom of their deck. Also Stark, who plays Wolf's-Den, a similar deal.
Yeah, but in the other cases,
there's more
flipping.
more candle. He has 2 candles on Sweet Robin.
He already did
yes.
A double candle.
He already did the remove from the game, right? Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
The remove from the game effect.
Ghost is left standing. I'm supposing he's just using Ghost for intrigue challenges at this point.
Ooh, it's not the guild hall.
Oh.
It's my daughter.
It's your
Yes,
daughter.
Hagen's daughter. Yes.
So funny. I mean, that's pretty good now because
Oh.
you can
So
see
we just
another
had to
sword.
put to the sword out there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the third one, right?
Yes.
Because one was discarded and the other.
Use on
I
Ghost.
think. Yeah, I think because I kind of saw it when he drew back a card from Ghost, he drew another put to the sword, probably.
Interesting that he chose to claim the dupe on Sweet Robin instead of using Hagen's daughter.
Hmm.
Wonder what's going
We
on
can
there.
see why.
Do you know why?
No, I don't know. I just can see why.
Okay.
Cards in hand. So
I mean, of course, he's not expecting.
now are they triggering? I was gonna say they should be triggering the forced reaction for uneasy truce here. And
Yeah,
suppose
yeah,
that's
yeah,
going unopposed, right?
yeah, yeah.
And he's using the.
That's a good pick. He's taking the Desert
That's a good
Raider.
pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he knows Guildhall is no longer in shadows. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and Alex France most likely kept some decent cards there. So Ghost is probably not a bad play. All right,
And that was his challenge phase. Yeah.
that round did not go too poorly for Axel, I'd say.
Oh no, this time he used the remove from the game.
For Sweet Robin on the Hollow Hill.
Yes.
Although, would Axel want to use the Axo want to use the Hollow Hill at this point with the card
Probably not.
deck being as is?
He will not be so happy to use it.
But he doesn't have ways of shuffling his discard pile anyway, so
Oh, is this
remove
is
it
it?
from the game. Yeah, it's
So what do we have here? Is this
Oh, Joe
Valor
Harris.
Dahyrus?
The
Yes.
Harris,
Yeah.
Oh,
Harris from Axxo and City of Spiders, I think, from
interesting. No, this is a late summer feast from
Late Summer
Alex.
Feast.
Yeah. Oh, he drew that off
Another
of the
one.
ghost.
Another
Yeah.
one.
Oh man. So they kind
Well,
of did they just quickly go through plot and draw phase here and they're marshaling, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Super fast.
Yeah, because I know
What
Alex
kind of
knows
card is that?
he is now pressed for time. That is Melkwater Crossing. That's a new card.
That's why I
this was
don't
the first tournament where the new chapter was legal, basically, and we were using proxies, basically, because nobody had the time to
print them, yeah.
to print it because it was out just a few days before the tournament.
Yeah.
But I said, okay, you can use proxies anyway. So it's interesting to see this new card on the board, and I think it's pretty
Oh,
good against this deck. You know?
It seems okay. I know win by 5 was pretty down on the Melkwater Crossing, but I can see its use in stall specifically if you just want to blanket remove Renown.
Yeah, it's better than the event. Of course, the event. I'm talking about the Night's Watch event, I think. So, and what I mean, I don't like because you cannot gain keywords after that. Even
removing
after triggered,
all.
because it removes all the keywords.
Oh wait, so you can't, there's no way to gain a keyword after
No.
it's popped for that phase?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
So
I thought it was interesting. I was under the impression that it was just
I mean, unless you, I don't know, you bring out a character out of shadows after.
Yeah, that's my thought. Like, what about, like, let's say you're against a cohort deck, and then they will bring out an attachment that would give them a keyword after it was popped. In my mind, I would think that the keyword was gained. It's just anything on the cards were lost, right, at the time.
Yeah, I had this question as well, but if you have like a character, and because I was thinking for my Martel deck that we will see him play in the next round, I play the event that gives renown. So I was thinking if they, use Milk Water, then I can give Renown with the event after, but you cannot because it removes all the keyword. So you're basically giving just one Renown to a character, but it lost like infinite Renown. So it's always negative, the outcome.
I am curious about this now. If there's any kind of ruling, of course, there's nothing on there. Yeah, for me that's strange. I'm interested why that's the official ruling. Because just reading it, after a phase begins, kneel and sacrifice Milkwater Cross to have each character lose all keywords and immunities until the end of the phase.
Yeah, the problem is the word all.
Right.
All keywords and immunities.
Until right. So they cannot. So essentially,
it cannot gain.
Right.
I mean, they can gain it, but they're still losing all of them. So
it's a what's the word?
It's like
a lasting effect here, right?
Yeah,
lasting
exactly.
effect.
Well, for me, I would think it would be clear if it said cannot gain, right? But I guess lose all. Interesting.
Lose.
That does make it better in my mind. I initially thought it's like, oh, this is just blanking them for the whole the beginning of the phase. You can add it.
Actually, lose and cannot gain was something that was used in the previous edition.
Yeah,
they used it.
All right.
Lose and cannot gain, but I think it's only to make it clear.
Perhaps, but we use that wording though on Dornish Wars, or it cannot gain, right? The whole idea of
cannot gain
a challenge icon.
Yeah. The difference is that here you can still gain it, but you don't have it at the end of the day. You still don't have it because you're at the same time you're losing all of them.
Interesting.
Like infinite times.
It's applying a blanket passive effect. Ooh.
Yeah.
Jorah into the discard. Suppose just
I'm sure Mia will explain us
when he's doing his,
because he's commenting Alex versus Sarah, so we probably come up in that game as well.
Well, that's very pertinent because Sarah was she playing MFG?
Yes.
Then that will gain keywords.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I haven't seen that game yet, so it will be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Axxo desperately needed that put to the torch on Carhold this game.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I cannot say I am a fan of Alex Fran's kind of decks. So I was probably cheering for Axxo all the time.
I would cheer for Axxo against myself. It's Axxo. He's the best.
It's Axxo. All right.
Only because it's Axxo. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, this is a classic kind of MPE, cancer deck, right? As we would call it, like the original, like Cancer Lancer style of Martel Bannerstag. But
actually, if I remember correctly, and I think Hagen can correct me if I'm wrong, Alex won the round 5 against Magnus, right? The one before the cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then Magnus, knowing the deck and playing fantastically, managed to win the semifinal. Well, not the semifinals, sorry, the quarterfinals against him. So I had the chance to see a Targaryen beating this kind of deck and make Khal Prono feel really good.
Yes, justice.
So Magnus, for the record, you made Khal Prono happy.
A lot.
Yeah. Nothing against Alex. I didn't watch that game because I was playing my top 8. It was top 8 for me.
Yes, it was
top 8 game at the same time. So you're right, because Alex and Magnus faced in the last round, and then faced again in the following round, which was the first game of the cut. And when I announced it, they were like, "Oh my God, not again, not this again."
Not again.
Oh no, yeah.
both of them actually. So Alex won in Swiss, and then Magnus won in top. I don't know if the fact that he knew Alex deck helped him. Probably yes.
Probably yes, a
Well,
little
let's.
bit. I think
But
so.
like looking at the game right now, like I haven't seen. Have we seen a single reset from Alex France yet? He's playing Forgotten Plans
Oh,
into Axo's March to the Wall, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
Targ has the ability, I think, to apply enough aggro pressure to kind of destroy his character base,
Hmm.
which takes out a lot of the. He's just trying to oppose, just trying to block challenges to slow people down.
Yeah,
So if he doesn't
yeah.
have characters out, that's gonna be a problem.
That's right. Because if he plays like, for example, Morgulis, and then he's like no characters against Alex duped board, basically, it gives him like 3 unopposed.
Yep. Yeah, it's not in
so
his favor.
so yeah, I mean, we haven't seen all the resets were from Alex Manotti's side. So it's interesting.
And they are playing pretty quickly now for this last, I think,
Yeah,
trying to squeeze in one more round here, and it's
yeah.
ending. It looks like Alex Manotti has 8 power to Alex France's 0.
0.
Yeah.
So Alex France needs to turn this around. Okay, there it is. So that's Dahirus, right? That's the reset they're
Yeah,
hitting.
yeah.
The Harris
Against
and the others, the other,
so
I think it's
Sorrows. Yeah.
Sorrows.
So yeah, they started playing a bit faster now. Of course, the reason is what you said, Peter, because Alex actually asked the other Alex to play a bit faster because he, of course, he wanted to have a chance to still fight for game.
Hmm.
So now it's either Alex France mills the deck or it's basically over for him.
Yes. He needs a way to do that.
Yeah.
So
We cannot see how many cards are in the deck actually from this top view, so we'll have just to trust them.
Because I think he's trying to maybe see if he can squeeze one more round in after this. Because look how fast he's playing right now, right?
Yeah.
He's changing, and that's always the downside of these Cancer Lancer. I know, well, it is a Cancer Lancer deck. They are effective, but their consistency goes up with the amount of time played, and oftentimes it's greater than 55 minutes for it to kind of be in the black when it comes to winning these matches. So having to pace yourself properly and know all these complicated triggers and try to play as quickly as possible while running a stall deck, that's, I think, the real challenge here.
Yeah, that's why I prefer for long events like Stalek, for example, or an important tournament. I always try to use aggro decks, something that makes me think less, just because of the mental energies and.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
same way.
Difficult. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
like
actually,
when I went to Stalek, I did aggro too. It's just easier that way.
Well, I am a Dothraki, so I cannot count anyway, so not a real problem.
Dothraki, they find the military challenge, they swing the military challenge. That's what you do.
They're fine. They don't need anything else.
I think someone in Stalek asked me, how much strength do you have in this challenge? More than one.
Whenever you have the win by 5 triggers with Dothraki, I'm like, I trigger by winning by all ups. It's like, we don't need to count it,
Exactly.
right? It's more than 5. Don't worry. You can have the other challenges if you have a board. Just, leave me the military.
So basically, this is the 7th plot, right?
Yes.
Final
it
one.
is.
And of course, they have, I think, less than 5 minutes left at this point.
I think they're trying to get to an 8th plot.
Yeah, exactly. Because at this point, Italian Alex would just win because the deck is still there. And so if they play another round, maybe Alex France can get rid of, all those cards.
Now this is Axxo being a very good sport, to be honest, because this is a frantic pace. He's even
it looks like hyper speed.
yeah. So
I mean, you've known Alex, so he's a really good guy. So. And that's another thing that I personally...
MKC,
Yep, that's the other plot.
Yep. Yeah, so he's blanking MKC. Because he wants to mill him. He wants to mill him. Yeah, it's just like because that's the only
Yeah.
out. He can't get to 8 power. The only
Yeah.
out is to mill, right?
This was a key move from Alex France, blanking Mad King,
Yeah.
because otherwise it's just,
Hmm.
Alex Axo could just take away his whole board and then win
Yeah, I'm
with,
I'm just
with Mad
thinking that
King.
like when it comes down to it, it had to get to this round, right? To even make the mill a possibility. Yeah, there we are. Like how many we have? Yep. Yeah, that's
Four.
Four.
he's
Yeah,
getting milled now. That's the only thing.
yeah,
They had to play it to get to the mill the win con.
yeah. Four. Yeah, he has two
Yep.
candles and then
Yep,
Queen's
that's
Crown.
that's game.
That's
He
it.
needed to get to the mill win con. Yeah, very interesting deck here by Alex France, and
Yeah.
I definitely want to call it Axo for sportsmanship, just like because he played very fast to kind of accommodate the extra round for Alex here. Because this deck's hard that Alex France is playing, and it requires a lot. It requires you to play fast, right? And that's
Hmm.
something you can't really control your opponent unless they're being really like obnoxiously slow, right?
Yeah.
To get you to that mill win con.
And he cannot. Yeah, he's playing former champion, but renowns are
Blank.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, blank anyway.
Hmm.
So he has like
He
10.
needed that torch. He needed the torch. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yep.
If Carhold's gone, I wonder if Alex France runs more than one Carhold in this deck. I would be surprised if he didn't, but maybe it's just one. He found it. Yeah, there's another Shield Islands.
They're still playing, but at this point, the
It's
game is over. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. That was a good fight.
Yeah, he's counting cards now.
To
He's
be,
realizing.
yeah, I feel a little torn here because I love Axo, but it's also hard for me to cheer against a mill victory. I do like to see that. Let's go, Missandei.
From the top of the deck inside,
Yeah,
nailed.
yeah, from the glass candles.
Look at Axo's face.
Look at Axo's face.
Oh
Right.
man. Oh, because he's looking to see if Sweet Robin can punt Missandei. Is that it?
um,
I'm trying to gather. They're
Sweet
yeah.
talking
Robin could. Sweet
good
Robin
punt.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the same window of interrupt.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it depends
Just
on who is the first
Mhm.
player.
Yeah, but
he
it was
made the
good.
military. Yeah, but
It was just good maneuvering because Alex France had forced Axo to play at MKC here just to recycle cards at the bottom of the deck. He knew that was coming.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
running Forgotten Plans, which is a very high skill cap plot to be able to time properly. Yep, and that's game. Just to
That's
like
game.
prevent, because he knew he could just prevent it, and if he didn't have an MKC trigger, that's game that last round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Strange and solid deck, right?
absolutely. Interesting game for sure. It's cool to see a mill victory, especially from a world champion, a player of Alex Francis caliber. But yeah, Axo, this was a very, very tight match here.